The first unit in the program of English for the third-year secondary education in Algeria is Ancient Civilizations, also entitled Exploring the Past. In this unit, you will discover some of the ancient civilizations existed long time ago. According to some historians, our world has known 26 or 27 civilizations so far. The oldest or the earliest was the Sumerian civilization that started in Mesopotamia, modern Iraq, some 5,500 years ago. The Sumerians created foundational elements of civilization like writing, irrigation, the wheel, and developed sophisticated systems for agriculture, governance, mathematics, and astronomy, living between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. In fact, ancient civilizations rose along rivers for water, and agriculture formed the basis of their lives. They flourished during periods of peace and fell into ruins later on because of wars and as a result of external invasions. The studied ancient civilizations are ordered from the oldest to the newest as follows. 1. The Sumerian civilization, some 5,500 years ago. 2. The Egyptian civilization, some 5,000 years ago, rose along the Nile Valley. 3. The Indus Valley civilization, some 4,500 years ago. 4. The Chinese civilization, some 4,200 years ago. 5. The Greek civilization, some 4,000 years ago. After this brief introduction to the unit, let me tell you about a mysterious prehistoric lifestyle that rose on our land, modern Algeria, with cave paintings estimated to be approximately 10,000 to 15,000 years old. In Sefar, the land of spirits, in Tassili Najar region, in the southeast Algerian desert, known as the world's largest prehistoric open-air rock art museum. Sefar is recognized as significantly older than Egyptian pyramids. That mysterious life of prehistoric man was based on hunting for living, and not on agriculture like what we knew about ancient civilizations. You can remark that from the caves paintings that showed clearly that hunting animals was the only way for prehistoric man to survive. On the paintings, the prehistoric man described his wild lifestyle, his way to survive, and some of the animals he used to hunt. Some drawings also show that wars existed at that time to fight most probably over water or praise.
A video speaking about ancient Egypt. Did you know that ancient Egypt was the longest lasting civilization in the world? It lasted for over 3,000 years. The first pharaoh is traditionally considered to be King Mena, who ruled from around 3150 BC, and the last native Egyptian ruler was Cleopatra VII, who died in 30 BC. That's a span of over 3,000 years. The ancient Egyptians were known for many things, including their incredible pyramids. The largest pyramid in Egypt is the Great Pyramid of Giza, which was built as a tomb for the pharaoh Khufu. It's one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world and the only one that still stands today. The pyramid was built around 2580 BC and took an estimated 27 years to complete. It's made up of over 2 million stone blocks, each weighing several tons. The ancient Egyptians used a simple tool, a copper chisel, and a wooden mallet to cut and shape the stones. They also used ramps and levers to move the stones into place. The Egyptian civilization began in the Nile River Valley in Egypt. The valley provided the Egyptians with everything they needed to survive, including water, food, and fertile land to grow crops. The Egyptians were able to develop a complex society because of the resources provided by the Nile River. They also developed a system of writing, which helped them to keep records, communicate, and spread their culture. The Egyptian Empire reached its peak during the New Kingdom, which lasted from around 1543 to 1292 BC. Ancient Egypt was home to some of the most famous landmarks in the world, such as the Sphinx and the Valley of the Kings. The Sphinx is a statue with the body of a lion and the head of a human. It was built around 2050 BC. and is one of the most recognizable symbols of ancient Egypt. The Valley of the Kings is where many of the Egyptian pharaohs were buried. The most famous discovery in the valley is King Tut's tomb, which was found in 1922 by Howard Carter. Egyptian culture had a profound influence on the ancient world. Their art, architecture, and religious beliefs can be seen in the civilizations that came after them. The ancient Egyptians believed that the pharaoh was a god king, and that he ruled with the power of the gods. They also believed in an afterlife, and they mummified their dead, so that they could preserve their bodies for the journey to the afterlife. The ancient Egyptians made many contributions to science and mathematics. They developed a calendar that was based on the stars, and they were able to predict the annual flooding of the Nile River. They also made advances in medicine, including the development of a vaccine for the deadly disease anthrax,